BBL Sharks Sheffield in the playoffs again, 25 years in a row. Please let's start by wishing a warm welcome to your captain, hoping to make this sponsored by Carol Town.
evening, everybody. Welcome to the EIS Sheffield. We're here live for the first BBL playoff quarter-final game between the BBL Sharks Sheffield and the Newcastle Eagles. Delighted to be joined by Sharks and Eagles basketball legend Andrew Bridge. Andrew, you've played in lots of these BBL playoff games. You've won it a few times. Exciting time in the season.
Yeah, it gives a chance for everybody to reset. After the regular season, obviously neither of these teams having won anything yet, and so this presents one final opportunity for them to try and get something in the winners' cabinet this year.
And last time we were lucky to watch a game between these two teams where a couple of players, one on each team, had a big nights. Dirk Williams, 42 points for the Sharks, and Ramon Fletcher doing everything at one point or another in that game. So interesting to watch them go up against each other again tonight. Yeah,
I mean, it'd be interesting to see how it plays out. Newcastle sat in the zone last time and gave up, a lot of looks from the perimeter, and Sheffield knocked them down, which helped them get the win. I don't see Newcastle sitting in any zone tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out.
And the other thing we've seen in the end of the regular season, the Eagles resting players to get them back fit, and all those guys look like they're back tonight for the playoff run.
Yeah, there was nothing in the Eagles. They were locked into third place from quite a while out, so they had no reason to risk Defoe, Moses, Jeremy Smith. See, Moses comes straight back into the starting lineup. Defoe and Smith will come off the bench. Just changed there instantly. Eagles crowded Dirk Williams, forced him to go to the bucket, and he missed a tough shot.
Lasker here for the Eagles, waiting for the screen from Moses. Moses gets it back. He goes to the drive, goes inside, pulls up for the shot, knocks down his shot.
He looks pretty moving pretty well in the first minute of the game, Moses. Interesting, he's guarding Dirk Williams.
Dirk Williams puts it on the floor, gives it out to Martin, who was short on that. And
Kai Williams, terrible box out. Didn't go after the ball. Came straight to it.
No box there from Kai Williams, and Sharks come up with the ball again. Chance to even up the score.
I mean, when you get to those are the plays that are big. It's the first minute of the game, but everything matters over 80 minutes of basketball for both these two teams. You've got to have that play.
A nice pass there from Chris Alexander, and Rob Marsden just couldn't get the reverse layup to land. Lasker pulls it down, and Williams steps out of bounds there.
I think that, Marsden's so good finishing around the bucket, but difference from last game, Moses was down there. And last game it was Kai Williams and Fab.
Martin pulls up for the long two there. Williams nowhere near him. And he makes the two, ties it up. Here is Sheffield. Fletcher now feeds it into Moses. He goes baseline, pulls back out of it. Up against Rob Marsden, spins around, up off the glass, doesn't drop. The tip out comes back to the Eagles. Fletcher resets again, calls for the screen. He gets it to the middle, feeds it through to Williams. Doesn't drop, but he gets the offensive rebound, goes up again, doesn't drop, and Matthew Martin pulls the defensive rebound in. And it's Chris Alexander, he puts some speed on there. And Lasker gets called for the foul. That change of pace from the Sharks there on offense, from Chris Alexander. Mackie McKnight spins back, gets underneath, trying to find somebody. No, gets a gap to the basket, lays it off the glass. Fletcher feeds it inside to Williams. He throws it to Moses, who grabs it under the basket and tips it in.
Probably Jamal Williams' best asset is passing now. He's struggles to finish a little bit now, but his passing is always there.
Marsden picks it up. Mackie McKnight then a little bit of trouble, but gets it to Alexander. Shot clock counting down. Alexander gets around Williams. He picks up a foul. Chris Alexander just finding the gaps. Rob Marsden puts it to the floor. He goes into the basket, goes up, doesn't get it to drop. Good tip there from Jamal Williams, keeps it in, and the Eagles come up with the ball. With Kai Williams, he pulls up for three, doesn't drop.
And not the worst shot in the world from Kai Williams. He was open, but Moses had Chris Alexander trying to box him out.
Marsden feeds it into Martin. He puts it up, doesn't drop, but gets the foul call.
Matthew Martin so much more effective as the season's gone on. Kind of came in with a reputation as a three-point shooter. Hasn't really found that part of his game this year, but he does. He plays strong. He doesn't get bullied in the post. He's worked his jump shot on the baseline out to 17, 18 feet is there, and probably the last month or so much more aggressive around the basket. One dribble to his left hand and drew a foul there.
Misses them both there. The Eagles come up with the rebound. It's with Moses now. He pulls up for three. Hits it. Feeling it back in his in the BBL playoffs. He's scored all 7 for the Eagles. Chris Alexander pulls up for three. Doesn't drop, and Rob Marsden tips it to Dirk Williams. He feeds it inside to Chris Alexander, just a little spin. Hits the two.
Yeah, but look at this. Whistle there on Dirk Williams. He went up to try and block that. Got a piece of Kai Williams. So great job by Sheffield, keeping the ball alive and getting the bucket, but they got caught with both their guards on the baseline, and heads up play. I didn't see who took it out. Throwing it full length of the court, and Kai Williams, I think, was always going to draw the foul just the way Dirk Williams was coming at the ball.
Williams hits them both. Eagles with a 3-point lead early in this game. Mackie McKnight now for the Sharks. Finds Martin. Marsden in the post, looking to go up against Williams. Can't go anywhere. Finds McKnight. The Sharks just there, but McKnight gets it out to Martin. He puts it back on the floor. The Sharks trying to find it inside, and they get it there to Marsden. Some good ball movement there from the Sharks.
Good extra. Matthew Martin did a good job attacking the defense off the one dribble, and good pass down into Marsden in the post.
McKnight there just going for the steal, didn't quite get there. Basket inbounds, Fletcher has it for the Eagles. Williams now puts it on the floor, spins back inside. Just too much there on it. Good defense from Martin. And McKnight comes down the floor for the Sharks. He finds Marsden, who puts on the floor, goes up against it, doesn't drop, but Chris Alexander goes up. And Williams from behind gets called for the foul.
Newcastle doing a terrible job boxing out. They're getting hurt on the offensive glass 4 or 5 times.
And as you say that, in comes the big man Defoe. Williams goes out picking up his second foul. Chris Alexander hits them both. Bit of pressure down the floor from the Sharks. Drew Lasker finds Fletcher. He gets a screen from Defoe. He pulls up for three. Defoe grabs a rebound and puts it back. Doesn't drop. And the Sharks come up with it, and it's out down the floor quickly to Chris Alexander. He pulls up for three. Doesn't drop. Speed up and down the floor from these teams. Fletcher comes down, he gets to the dribble, gets the foul call there. Nice move from Ramon Fletcher.
Yeah, keeps the ball so low on his moves. You're not going to really take it from him. And for a little guy so strong, when he gets around the basket, I'm not sure if I was Sheffield, I'd be pressuring that high up the floor. I think they can run with Newcastle, but it's going to give Fletcher so much more space and options to do things. I think if you can limit what he does, it really affects Newcastle.
Fletcher makes the bonus. McKnight finds Marsden. He's looking to get Pacina now in the game. He's up against Defoe, spins inside. Can he get it to go up? Does, goes up and gets it off the glass for two.
Yeah, good patience. Took his time, got to the spot he wanted to, and concentrating well.
Fletcher now has it. Gets the screen, gets it to the middle, comes through, finds Moses, who gets it back, doesn't get it to drop. Comes up eventually in the Sharks' hands with Pacina, and Chris Alexander's off to the races. He tries to get it to Dirk Williams, can't. And the Eagles pull it in through Moses. Fletcher comes to the middle, wraps it all around everybody, gets the put back and puts it in. Subs coming in for the Eagles. Jamal Williams goes out. Kyle Williams comes in.
So look at this. So Newcastle want to keep Moses and Dirk Williams, and to be fair, we kept him quiet. And they're going to put Lasker on Rob Marsden. So Lasker's going to front the post. So he gets caught behind, and it's just not fair.
It's going to be an easy night for Rob Marsden if that carries on. So here's Moses though. Can he answer back for the Eagles? Rob Marsden there just getting caught a bit too physical inside on the bump. I think spot Coach Fab Flanoy there spotting what you saw, Andrew. He's coming in.
So he'll probably guard a big. Watch Fletcher pop into the corner here.
Finds Defoe, Fletcher. He tries to give it back. Fletcher just rearranging there. The Eagles just missing that one. Game's tied up 14 apiece here in Sheffield. Pacina now gets it to McKnight. Fletcher just reaching in, gets called for the foul. Sends Mackie McKnight to the line for two. The Eagles in the team penalty for fouls. McKnight hits them both. Williams pulls up off the dribble, doesn't drop. McKnight grabs the rebound. It's with Dirk Williams. He's seen a lot of attention tonight, no surprise after the last week's performance. Bacina there. Defoe just couldn't get there in time, gets called for the foul. Jeremy Smith comes in for the Eagles. Defoe goes out. Gina doesn't make that one. Makes the second. Chris Alexander comes up with a steal there. Smith just pushing that one. Loses the dribble. And Fletcher pulls up for three. Nice dagger there from from Ramon Fletcher. Sharks doing all the hard work to get the steal and just not taking care of the ball there.
Just trying to go a little bit too fast.
Bacina now up against Flournoy, goes inside, can he get to the basket, spins back, goes up off the glass and hits a nice shot off for two. And he's making an impact in this game, Andrew.
Yeah, he has. It's two good post moves.
Good defense there from Mike Tuck. It's like he listened to you. The ball goes out of bounds. I think he just caught Flournoy. Fletcher there just picking up a foul. He picks up his second foul. Letting the bench know, don't worry, I don't need to come out. Hanson Young comes into the game for Chris Alexander. Mike Tuck hits that one. Basket's good. Foul called on McKnight there. Sends Fab Flournoy to the line at the other end, so it's all getting tasty out there.
Just a push on the rebound. A bit of a pointless foul, really. You know, you just scored 2 free throws yourself. Not one you can really pick up when you consider you're guarding all night. You don't have fouls to waste.
Flournoy hits the first. And the second. Brings it back to a 2-point game. With Bacina. He's trying to get the ball out to somebody. Finds Martin. Mike Tuck. Post up, doesn't get it. Comes back to Bacina. Shot clock counting down. He pulls up from way out. Doesn't drop. Williams pulls it in. Gives it to Fletcher. He feeds it through to Moses, goes underneath and lays it in, and a nice basket from Moses. And he's back in the playoff action for the Eagles. Martin there just picks it up, gives it, finds Tuck, who hits it, Dirk Williams. Can he get his account open? No. Drops to Flournoy, who tips it out, and the Eagles come up with it. It's with Moses. And he loses the dribble. Bacina just steps back for three. Hits it. I think coach is happy he made that one.
No. Yeah, good shot, good shot.
Fletcher now, he pulls up, steps back for two. Hand up there from Dirk Williams. Fletcher goes in and out. And what the Eagles have done really well tonight is keep this man quiet, Dirk Williams.
He's going to take him one shot, I think. I mean, if that's the strategy, I'd be doubling off Shadale, Handsome Young.
Dirk Williams there makes the drive and gets the foul call there. And towards the end of the first quarter, Dirk Williams just doing what he does best, gets to the floor, goes up to the basket, gets the foul.
They've clearly got a strategy for Dirk Williams, because Flournoy just let Kyle Williams know about it there.
Williams hits the first. Misses the second. Moses comes down, he finds Smith.
Doesn't know this clock.
And the game clock runs out there. And at the end of the first, it's all BBL playoff action here. The BBL Sharks leading by 4, 25-21 over the Newcastle Eagles. See you in a short while. Welcome back to the EIS Sheffield, where the BBL Sharks are leading by 4, 25-21 against the Newcastle Eagles here at the start of the second quarter. Joined by Eagles and Sharks basketball legend Andrew Bridge. Great first quarter to watch, Andrew. Looking forward to seeing the rest of the game. Yeah,
it was exciting up and down. You felt like neither team really got into a flow offensively, but still 25-21. And flashes from most of the expected stars in the game, so it'll be interesting to see what adjustments the teams make.
Smith goes inside, gets the offensive rebound putback.
Both teams really active on the offensive boards, and it's an easy thing to pick up boxing out. Shot clock didn't start.
Just let the table officials reset that
to 17 or 18. 16. Easy option.
Easy option.
Because he didn't know what it was.
Sharks get the ball and it's with Chris Alexander. Pacina feeds it in to Tuck. He's up against Flournoy. Spins inside, goes up, doesn't drop, and it comes up. And somehow Mike Tuck gets it to Pacina, who goes up. Can he get it to drop? No.
Good rebound by Smith.
Smith pulls the rebound down. And he goes up off the glass there. And lays it in, and we're all tied at 25. Chris Alexander left open. Can he hit the three? He does. Fletcher now with the ball. He feeds it back out to Flournoy. He loses the dribble, and it's with Mike Tuck. Let air traffic control no. Because Dirk Williams is on his way to the basket there and throws it down. Hanson Young there. Kyle Williams there does a good job there. Kyle Williams just reads the defense and goes to the basket. Dirk Williams now with the ball. Trying to fire the ball. Finds Hanson Young. He feeds it to Mike Tuck. Can't make it drop there, and it comes back out. And Fletcher pulls the rebound in, and he spins. Keeps the ball alive. He's up against Hanson Young.
And one.
He can't stop him there. Waves the basket away.
Okay.
Coach Lyons bringing back in Marsden, McKnight, and Matthew Martin.
Oh, wow.
Nice pass there. Fletcher reading that one.
Yeah, nice back screen.
McKnight there finds Marsden. He steps out for two. Doesn't drop. Smith there jumps high and gets the rebound. Williams pulls up for two, and the Eagles on a roll. Enough for Coach Lyons to say, we need a timeout to talk it over, but the Eagles coming back out.
Yeah, I mean, both teams struggling to rebound defensively, but Jeremy Smith's come in there and he's come down and got 3 or 4 big rebounds where the big guys have been tapping around and battling for it. And I think what he's then able to do is push on the dribble himself, and he's got the Eagles, 2 or 3 easy baskets and then the nice backdoor play himself, and they found themselves back in the lead. Sheffield and Marsden there just missing a jump shot he's been making for the last 3 or 4 months consistently, so a good shot, just didn't make it. Just a good defensive rebound by Smith.
And these teams all battling to be in the Benecos Basketball Playoff Finals at the O2 Arena. 2 games to play this weekend. Lots of games in the BBL playoffs. Who's going to get there? It's been so tight in the league this season. Really could be almost anybody. Teams heading back out onto the floor. Great period of play there by the Newcastle Eagles. Sharks just taking their time. Coach Lyons wanting to make sure he's got every point across. Here we go again. Mackie McKnight now with the ball for the Sharks. Sharks moving on with Alexander. Just trying to make something happen. Gets it, he gets it to Marsden, who pulls up for 2 in the corner. From that shot you were just talking about, Andrew, he makes it.
Oh dear. mean, luckily for Sheffield, Newcastle ended up with Jamal Williams and Fab Flournoy were in a 2-on-1.
And the Sharks come up with the ball. Chris Alexander having to make a big save in the corner. Sorry, Mackie McKnight making a big save in the corner. And Rob Martin just puts the ball on the floor. Jamal Williams gets called for the push. It's with McKnight. He comes off the screen from Marsden. Can he make the two? No. Flournoy pulls it in. Goes all the way, can't get it. Williams goes up, he can't get it. The Sharks in a little 5-on-3 here if they can get down the floor quick enough. Swib Alexander, he pulls up for three, hits it.
Oh, he did, he flopped. He did.
Gets called for a foul afterwards.
It didn't look like there was any contact.
He's just trying to have a discussion there with the official. I didn't flop, he moved not hit my feet and I just couldn't land back down. Either way, sends Smith to the line to hit the bonus technical foul. Sharks, little double pressure there on Fletcher. He finds it all the way into Moses, goes up, makes a nice basket there. Dirk Williams now. He pulls up, doesn't drop for him, went in and out, but didn't stay down, and the Eagles get the rebound. Fletcher, he pulls up for three, doesn't drop. And just settling down at the moment, Chris Alexander. He goes up, doesn't drop off the glass. Moses tips it to Fletcher. And he gets it back off. Fletcher pulls up off the dribble. Doesn't drop, but Fletcher chases that in and makes the floater for two. The guy does not switch off at any point.
No, he's always aware of what's going on and when. And what the next play or the next pass is.
Fletcher, two-time BBL MVP. Clock counting down with Dirk Williams. He's going to pull up from way out and gets hit on the foul by Williams, and he hits it. And the Sharks needed that bucket. Subs coming in, Fletcher going out, Lasker coming in. Dirk Williams going to the line for the bonus. Hits that. It's with Smith. Dirk Williams comes up with a 4-point play. Smith drives hard, finds the other Williams, but Dirk Williams comes up. Stays up there and gets the block. Fab Flournoy finds Moses inside. He goes up, gets the two there. Nice basket from Moses. And he's certainly having an impact. I think it's 13 points in this game already. And this is the bonus. And 1-point game here in Sheffield. Martin gives it to Alexander. He feeds it into Marsden. He's going up against Moses. Steps back away, doesn't drop. Lasker pulls it in for the Eagles, and away they come again. Smith now. He puts it on the floor. He's quick, steps back, no, steps in. Dirk Williams there with a hand. Fab gets it back, finds Moses on the opposite side. He pulls up, hits the three. He's feeling it back in the Eagles shirt tonight. Dirk Williams there plays it behind his back, but nice pass from Martin. He finds Rob Marsden, who draws the contact and makes the bucket. And the Sharks, just every time they come under some pressure from the Eagles, finding a play.
Yeah, they're finding a play, making the extra pass there. Williams tried to go off the dribble, wasn't there. Reverse the ball and the extra pass. Newcastle a little small just because of the way they're trying to keep Dirk Williams quiet, so their matchups are a little off. Forcing other Sharks players to beat them, and at the moment that's working for Sheffield.
Marsden hits the bonus. Lasker now under some pressure from McKnight.
McKnight's got to be careful though, he's got 2 fouls, there you go. Just too aggressive, I understand the situation that you're in. Now you've got 1 foul to play with the rest of the game, and you're the only guy on your team that can check Ramon Fletcher. Or try to.
There's not many people in the league that can do it. You can all work hard and try to.
That changes the dynamic for Sheffield. McKnight as a team, playing to good rhythm. The guys like playing with him.
McKnight there pulls up off the dribble and straight away.
Fletcher Fletcher feels comfortable with Hanson Young guarding him. And takes advantage.
Comes up with the steal, he finds Flournoy. He pulls back, just resets it. Fletcher comes underneath, kicks it out to Moses. He's hit a few threes, can he hit another? Yes, he can.
I don't even remember hitting threes when he played for Cheshire.
He's hitting them tonight. Maybe in that time off, he's just been shooting practice.
Shooting. I think he was hurt during that time. Maybe that's all he could do was work on his shooting.
Chris Alexander crosses over.
I'll tell you what's interesting is that, like, the blatant overplaying that both teams are doing. So, Sheffield really trying to force Fletcher right, Lasker left, and then down the other end, Eagles forcing Alexander left.
Fab Flournoy there, not happy, not getting a call, but it's with Moses. He's up against Marsden, steps back, hit, no, misses one, but Williams pulls it in and he finds Fletcher from the corner. It doesn't drop again, and the Eagles put it in with Kai Williams. It's back in Flournoy's hand. He's saying Fletcher wants the ball. He thinks he can beat. He thinks he can beat whoever's in front of him. Fletcher drives but meets the big arms of Rob Marsden, who can't make that, and Chris Alexander puts on the afterburners. Dirk Williams trying to help there. Good play from Kai Williams. And Moses there goes up off the assist from Fletcher. Throws it down, and the Eagles head out to a 4-point lead. And the Sharks having chances to score there, Andrew, just not putting the ball away.
Yeah, they did. Alexander usually so good in that situation. Couldn't get the layup to go. I think the rest of the Williams coming for the tip hanging on the ring. Kai Williams on the floor. So the rest did a pretty good job actually not tacking Dirk Williams up because he was just hanging on the ring. And a smart play by Kai Williams, just throwing it up, led to the alley-oop down this end.
I think Dirk Williams has been unfortunate there. He was holding on because there was players on the floor underneath him. So
it makes sense, but they're sometimes a bit quick to call that. They called one a few weeks ago in the London Lions London Royals game when Ladarius Tab was hanging on the ring because Ashley Hammett was underneath him, and you got to put player safety first in that situation. Williams had nowhere to go. If he'd come down, he would have either smashed Kai Williams in the face or maybe hurt his ankle or leg or something like that. So, good job by everyone all around there, but both teams and the refs.
Kai Williams there though, smart, kept the thought, kept thinking, and off the floor makes an outlet pass that leads to a highlight play.
You're taught to look down the floor. It would have been easy there for him to look to the side, which is where all the Sheffield players are. He just looked up to half court, and that's where the Eagles player was, and he just threw it up.
So here we go, teams coming back in, the Eagles, nice period of play there. Lead by 4. Just under 2 minutes left here in the second quarter. Hanson Young there, just guarded by the Ramon Fletcher. Now it's with Williams, Lasker, lots of pressure. Comes out to Chris Alexander, he waves everybody away. Martin puts it on the floor, comes down the middle, gets it off the glass. The overplay coming. Hanson Young just being too aggressive there. The Sharks obviously trying to be really aggressive and assertive on Fletcher, but
it didn't. But it's out of context with what they've been doing so far. That he was going left. Team foul situation. I mean, Fletcher's a good shooter. He's a good shooter, but he's better at layups.
Hits them both.
The Eagles are all out denial on Dirk Williams.
Yeah, he hurt them last time they played. He's got the ball now though. He finds Pacina. He pulls up from a long way out, doesn't drop.
Going to chase it down though, good hustle, staying with it.
Gets it back for the Sharks. Pacina puts it on the floor, goes inside. Doesn't get it to drop though. Fletcher now, he's comes all the way inside. Good defense from Martin there, just not making it easy. Chris Alexander wraps it around to Martin, who makes the 2. Brings it back to a 2-point game. And a timeout for the Eagles. Just over 30 seconds left. Whenever one team makes a run, the other one seems to have an answer.
Yeah, uncharacteristic miss from Fletcher down this end, and Sheffield did a really good job. Alexander was patient there. You know, they know he's forcing him left, and he drew the defense and made a good drop-off pass, and that time Pacini got it to go after missing the layup play before.
So when they come back in, it's a 2-point game here in Sheffield, 30 seconds left. And Andrew, in the playoffs, you probably always want to be home in that second game. Big advantage?
No, not really. I mean, it depends on your mentality as a player. I never really used to care. I was more about routine, and especially when I was at Newcastle, we played at home on a Friday. And I liked that, and I was used to going away in the second game, so it didn't really bother me. Also, to factor in travel, like I think when you the teams that play Friday first, like you play Friday, you play at home, you're at home in bed by 12 o'clock, and if you play in Plymouth or the London teams, they're not getting in bed till like 3-4. It's wasted. You're on the bus, but you don't recover. I just sometimes think it's an actual advantage playing at home in the first leg because you get your rest. And then depending on your mentality as a player and how you played, you know, that might factor in. Some players might like being a home second in the second leg, but it didn't really bother me.
Fletcher gets it back, cuts back through the middle, but the Sharks somehow come over that, and the shot clock goes up for Moses. Doesn't hit anything there. Not quite sure what the Eagles were looking to do there, run the clock down. That's definitely what they did. foul there called on Lasker, just pushed. Trying to play tight defense there, just pushed Alexander over.
I'm not sure, I'm not 100% convinced about that one.
Chris Alexander gets in, the shot clock's counting down, and he gets all the way to the basket and lays it in. Wow! Speed from Chris Alexander there.
Yeah, but he's gone down.
Andrew, what a half-time in basketball there. 50 points each, all square at the end of the half. And BBL basketball playoffs there. What a tight game.
Yeah, no, good half from both teams. Pretty high-scoring game as well. Both teams with things that they probably want to tighten up on. Sheffield need to get Victor Moses under control. He's out there doing pretty much everything for Newcastle at the moment. For them, it's about their other guys stepping up. Jeremy Smith played a nice role for them so far. And, Ramon Fletcher's been Ramon Fletcher, but what can they get out of Defoe and all three of the Williams players for Sheffield? Obviously Dirk Williams, not really affecting the the scoring, but the other guys from Sheffield done a great job of stepping up and making sure that Sheffield are in the game. Matt Martin again, it's really solid half from him. And Rob Marsden, he came on in the second quarter, and Alexander, has done what Alexander's been doing all season. So, both teams poised, and we'll see what adjustments they make for the second half.
So, a great game of basketball here in Sheffield. When you come back to us, it's all square at 50-all. Welcome back to EIS Sheffield here for the second half of this close encounter between the BBL Sharks Sheffield and the Newcastle Eagles. 50-all at the end of half-time. Nothing splits these two teams. But Victor Moses for the Eagles, 21 points in the first half. And Chris Alexander lining up for the Eagles, for the Sharks. And he's with the ball right now. Finds Dirk Williams, who's been kept quiet. Marsden pops up from the corner, gets nothing there. And Moses pulls in the rebound. And Smith starts the game for the Eagles in the second half. He was really athletic and active in the first half. Fletcher finds Jamal Williams, back with Smith. He puts it on the floor, goes up against Marsden, high up off the glass. Doesn't drop. Chris just waiting for it to set for his team. Dirk Williams now. He fires it into Marsden. Up against Kai Williams. He can't find a way through. Spins back out. Gets it to Dirk Williams. Pulls up for three. Nothing at all there from Dirk Williams. As the Eagles now with Kai Williams. He gets it to Smith. Steps underneath. Can't go anywhere. Kicks it back out. Gets it back again. Comes out to Jamal Williams. Throws it up over the top to Moses. Doesn't drop, but he tips it back in. Victor Moses here to play against the Sharks.
He's doing a little bit of everything tonight for Newcastle. He's really kept them in the game.
Martin fires it into Marsden. Can he get anything? Comes up inside off the glass, and a great post move there from Robert Marsden.
Yeah, good extra pass by Martin. And good finish by Marsden. He got 13 points now.
Fletcher there just works away to the basket. Lays it in for two. Martin gets it back, pulls up for the long two, doesn't drop, but Marsden pulls it in. He spins back inside, goes up, doesn't drop again, and Jamal Williams pulls it in. Oh, Fletcher there, just a rare mistake, but good reading by Hanson Young. Martin there. Nice baskets ball from the Sharks. On Fletcher there with the turnover. Rare mistake, but great read back there by Hanson Young to pull it out of the air.
Yeah, he did a good job. You know, good job he got that as well, because Smith had a layup down the middle.
Mackie McKnight though on the court. It's with Moses now. He fires it out to Kai Williams, pulls up for three and hits it. Dirk Williams now. Finds Marsden. Can he make something happen again for his team? Goes up against, spins inside, up off the glass there. Can't get it to drop. Fletcher tries to feed it through there to Moses. Couldn't quite get it, comes off the Sharks' leg. Out to Williams. Over to Kai Williams now. Comes all the way back round to Smith, into Fletcher in the corner. He just kicks it back out to Smith, who pulls up for a long three. Doesn't drop. Dirk Williams grabs the rebound and the Sharks come down the floor. He finds Mackie McKnight. Can he hit the three? Doesn't drop. Smith finds Kai Williams, who goes up and lays it up off the glass. Five-point lead now for the Eagles. Martin gives it to Dirk Williams. He pulls back out, shoots over Kai Williams, hits the three. Every time the Eagles just manage to edge away, the Sharks find something. Smith, he's been athletic, goes in hard and makes that tough basket there. Right now, just game slowing down. Mike Tuck comes back into the game for the Sharks. Sharks captain now, can he help his team? McKnight now feeds it into Tuck. The ball's loose on the floor. Shot clock violation there. Something got set in the corner. Mike Tuck not happy about that. 2 technical fouls awarded there. One to Fletcher, one to Mike Tuck. Just turn over there. Gives the Sharks 2 points there. Smith gets it this time for the Eagles. Crazy period of play there in the game, but now with the Eagles, can they settle it back down? Smith finds Fletcher. He pulls up from outside, doesn't drop. McKnight gets the rebound. Sharks with a chance to tie it up again. McKnight spins back inside, nowhere to go. Mike Tuck gets it to Dirk Williams. He's guarded by Moses. Pulls up for 3 and hits it. And Dirk Williams shakes the attention off of Victor Moses and hits the 3.
Yeah, he's created space a couple of times and managed to knock down 3s. He's going to need to keep doing that.
Smith steps underneath. Mike Tuck comes to help but can't get there. Smith makes another big play.
Yeah, big contribution to the Eagles from Smith tonight. And he's been out for a while, so I mean, I don't know if this was expected, but he's doing a bit of everything.
Good job there by Martin. Just knew that Smith trying to recover there. Nice pass from McKnight. The fake comes.
He's going to be on the floor as well, I think.
Subs coming in here. Defoe coming in. Kyle Williams coming in. And the 2 Williams brothers going out. Chris Alexander gets it. He throws the fake, pulls up the little floater, doesn't drop, and it goes out of bounds off Defoe for the Sharks to get another chance. Great game here in Sheffield. Both teams fighting hard for the BBL playoffs. Chris Alexander now. It's with Dirk Williams. He's up against Fletcher. Rearranges it all. Doesn't get it to drop. Quick outlet now, and Fletcher finds Williams. He feeds it to Moses. And Mike Tuck with the foul. Nothing easy for Moses there from Mike Tuck.
No, he wasn't letting him get that out. Moses, I think, a bit disappointed he didn't make it anyway.
Pacino coming in for the Sharks. Martin going out for a breather. Moses misses the first. And the second. with Mike Tuck, back to Bacina. Chris Alexander goes inside, finds Mike Tuck, lays it off the glass, and the Sharks in the lead again. Fletcher now up against Alexander.
Oh, good block.
Mike Tuck Dirk Williams comes up with a block. The ball comes off Mackie McKnight. Great block there from Dirk Williams.
He bailed them out. Fletcher broke the defense down, but Williams with a great block to stop Fletcher getting the layup.
End-line ball for the... And just Moses getting the rebound, getting the putback. Sharks just not switched on there on defense. Gina now finds Chris Alexander. Mike Tuck now puts it into Dirk Williams' hands. Can he make something happen for his team? Loses the dribble but gets it back. Finds McKnight. He puts it up from way out. Doesn't drop. Smith pulls in the rebound. The foe in the middle is open. Bacina gets the block. Dirk Williams now comes down the floor. It's end-to-end stuff. Mackie McKnight there just needed to let go of the ball, I think.
Yeah.
Lasker comes in for Smith. Dirk Williams goes out. Hanson Young comes back in. I think that's the first time Dirk Williams has gone out in the game, so...
Yeah, but he's only young.
Fletcher, Eagles reverse the ball. It's with Lasker. He puts it into Moses. He spins away, pulls up from out. Doesn't get that to drop. The fadeaway not going there for Moses. Hanson Young gives it back. Mike Tuck looks at it, doesn't take the three. Finds Chris Alexander. He's got nowhere to go. Bacina rescues that pass for him. Chris Alexander waving away. Can he get something to happen there? Just can't be handled there by Kyle Williams. Chris Alexander too quick, draws the foul. Moses goes out, Flournoy comes in. McKnight now with the ball. He finds Mike Tuck, who's shoots from the top of the key. Doesn't drop. The four pulls in the rebound. He finds Flournoy, gives it back to Fletcher. Big screen there from the four. Comes out, Williams pulls up off the dribble. Doesn't drop, Bacina rips it in. And Mackie McKnight just says, let's calm it down a second, guys, let's run something. It's end-to-end stuff, Andrew.
It is. You know, both teams, although both teams scored a lot less in this this quarter compared to the first two.
Before they're just reaching from behind. Gets called for the foul. That's Newcastle's fourth team foul, so they're in the penalty now. Chris Alexander comes off the screen, gets the foul from Williams. Did a great job coming off that screen there, Chris Alexander.
He did. He took advantage of the defense. Williams put himself in a bad spot, and to have that much separation when you trail on the screen, it's just not going to work.
Alexander hits them both. Ball comes down the floor quick.
That's Tuck gone.
Tuck gets
gone. He's going to get ejected. Technical and unsportsmanlike.
Mike Tuck there picks up the foul.
Isn't that the rule? No.
They're just talking it over at the table now. Somebody's working it out. Yep, that's what they're telling him now. That's his 5th foul.
I swear that rule really hurts.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, like in the context of the game, that not just in this situation, but in general, that needs to, that needs to lead to a disqualifying foul.
Ball makes 1 from 2. Lasker now with the ball for the Eagles. Trying to find a way through, can't, gets out to Defoe. He pulls up for a long 2 and hits it. 2-point game here in Sheffield. 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's been tight all the way through. Chris Alexander now. He finds Bacino, gets it back. Screen from Martin. He pulls up off the dribble. Alexander doesn't go. Fletcher just slows it down. Slight differential between the game clock and the shot clock, but chance for the Eagles to close out this quarter. Screen comes there. Fletcher cuts back inside, spins, can't go anywhere. Goes up off the glass, doesn't drop. Couple of seconds left and Machina gets it off in the air.
Short.
It's just too short there. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's just a 2-point game here. Both teams really battling hard in the playoff. The Sharks coming back, the Eagles coming back, and where we are, we're tied with a 2-point game just going into the 4th quarter, all to play for. BBL Sharks 66, the Eagles 68. So here we go in the EIS Sheffield, the final quarter, 2-point game, the Eagles and the Sharks. I think we've seen a little bit of everything so far tonight. Who's going to come out on top at the end of this first leg? Defoe now finds Fletcher. Dirk Williams back in the game. Lasker there loses the ball. And Mackie McKnight there just coming off him. Gives the Eagles another chance. Oh, the pass there from Defoe, nearly gets it to Fletcher. Quick pass there, but not quite. Same again, Fletcher this time, and Dirk Williams comes up with a steal. Having an impact straight away in this game, puts it on the floor, finds Martin, kicks it all the way out. It's back to Bacina, he's open, can he hit a three? Yes, he can, puts the Sharks back up one again. Each way it goes. Lasker now with the ball. With Kai Williams, he pulls up from way out, hits a three. Great game here, both teams playing so well. McKnight kicks it to Martin. He wants Bacina, finds Bacina in the post. He's going up, gets Defoe up in the air, draws the foul. Sharks inbounding from the end line. Now with Dirk Williams. Bacina steps back, steps in. Dirk Williams up against, loses Fab Flournoy, floats up into the air, doesn't drop, gets the offensive rebound, goes up off the glass, doesn't drop again. And the Eagles pull it in and come down the floor with Fletcher. Gets it back off Flournoy. And he gets to the basket and makes the two. Tough play from Ramon Fletcher. So tight here in Sheffield. Chris Alexander coming back into the game. Every time in this game, Andrew, we've seen every time a team's looked like they're going to get on top, the other team's found a way to respond.
Yeah, there's no big leads, 14 lead changes so far. Biggest lead for either team, 5. So it's been a close game all the way through. Both teams throwing punches and the other responding.
Marsden back in, picks it up. McKnight now kicks it opposite to Matthew Martin. He pulls up from the corner, hits the two. Fletcher kicks it to Defoe in the corner. He pulls up for two. McKnight, sorry, the box out there for Martin allows Alexander to pull in the rebound. And Lasker there gets called for the foul. Defoe goes out. Smith comes back in. Martin gets it to Mackie McKnight, goes off the glass and lays it in for two. So back to a 1-point game. It's with Moses. Back to Kai Williams with Fletcher now. He's going to look to put it inside. He does, he throws it high to Moses. Chris Alexander comes, gets a hand on it, can't find anything. Shot clock comes down and Dirk Williams makes sure of that one. Gets the block, shot clock violation either way. good defense from the Sharks.
Yeah, they did a good job of front of the post, and Moses caught it. They did a good job of crowding him and forcing him to kick it out, and not enough time for Smith to do anything.
Marsden now finds Dirk Williams. He's got the attention of Flanoy. He waves it away. He thinks he can take care of him. Can he? Steps back for three. Doesn't drop. Fletcher pulls it in, comes down the floor. And Smith rearranges everything up there. Lays it in.
He's had a really positive game for Newcastle, Jeremy Smith.
McKnight gets it to Martin. Dirk Williams goes baseline and makes the two. Flournoy now with the ball. He finds Kai Williams. It's with Moses. Goes up strong and makes the two.
So strong.
Alexander now. He's got the ball on the floor. Can he get to the basket? He can again. Hits the two. Back to a 1-point game. Fletcher now finds Flanoy. Gets it back. It's with Flanoy. He doesn't want it. Gives it to Fletcher from way out. Hits the three.
Good decision.
Good decision there. Hits the three, sends it out, enough for a timeout called.
Both teams just going backwards and forwards. You know, when one team scores, the other team comes right back and makes a play. Great game to watch.
Both teams really going at it hard here. Nobody wanting to back down at all on this one. Just feel that each team's found a player in each quarter that's been able to make something happen. You've been impressed with Jeremy Smith tonight, but Moses in the first half in particular has also come a little bit alive in the fourth. Dirk Williams in the second half, and Chris Alexander for the Sharks. But Bacina a little bit in the first half for the Sharks. Everybody's come up with something at some point.
Yeah, I think Moses has probably been the most consistent player throughout the game. But like you said, good performance from Smith for Newcastle, just playing with energy and hustle and rebounding and running the floor and being an option for Fletcher especially. Dirk Williams struggled the first half, didn't really get anything going, but it's been more aggressive in the second and is probably in double figures around now. And Bacina had a great cameo to start the game. Then he's hit the three at the end of the third quarter, to keep that going. So Matthew Martin has been solid, made some jump shots as well. So both teams have got players stepping up.
Moses there, 27 points, 8 rebounds. Fletcher 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. So they're the guys that have really been...
Fletcher's flirting with a triple-double.
Yeah. They're the guys who have really been stepping it up for the Eagles. The Sharks sharing it out a little bit more. But 18 points for Alexander. And Dirk Williams out to 15 points, having been quiet in the first half. McKnight goes to the glass. Lots of attention from Kai Williams, but still makes the two. Flournoy puts it to Smith. He goes up high off the glass.
This guy's confidence now. All those hustle plays, he's playing well.
Goes out to 15 points. McKnight there now, waiting for Dirk Williams. Gets it back now. Flournoy's guarding him. Comes to the middle. Can't find the dribble there. Loses it. Fletcher picks it up. Just takes care of the ball and gets to the basket. Makes the two. 6-point lead now for the Eagles. A good spell for them.
Biggest lead of the game for either team.
Marsden now inside, steps underneath, can't go anywhere there. Kicks it out to McKnight. Shot clock's counting down. Martin in the corner. Can he hit the 2? He can. It's a long 2.
It's a big shot.
Fletcher now. He's got Dirk Williams guarding him a little bit. He finds Kai Williams on the opposite side who shoots the 3, doesn't drop. Marsden pulls it in. Smith and McKnight talking to each other. Chris Alexander firing it in, trying to find Martin underneath, just hits the ring. It's with Kai Williams now. The Eagles just slowing it down. Block there from Dirk Williams. He kicks it out to Alexander, who's got an open look at a 3 and hits it. And we're back to a 1-point game here in Sheffield. And Dirk Williams comes up with the block, then the assist to Alexander, who hits the big 3. And wow, Andrew, just when one team looks like they're stepping away, the Sharks have the answer.
It was a good shot by the end, but that's, I think the biggest shot in that play was Matthew Martin's shot. The shot clock was winding down. He had to shoot it. And if he misses, Newcastle got a chance to push it to 8 or 9. That was a big shot by Matthew Martin.
Back to just 1 point here in Sheffield. 3 minutes left. The Sharks looking to try and take a lead to Newcastle. Game's being played tomorrow. And Andrew, you think the fans in Newcastle could be looking forward to a great game?
Yeah, I'm sure they will be. Obviously going to the new Eagles arena. They've been getting big crowds for every game. I mean, change of day for them. They normally play Friday, but the football play today, so that's not going to be a worry for them tomorrow. So I would imagine there's going to be a big crowd tomorrow in Newcastle for this game.
Teams heading back out on the floor.
Unless something goes seriously wrong, it's going to be a game that, decides the tie.
Fletcher with the ball. Kai Williams now under some pressure from Dirk Williams. Smith now, he's been making things happen for the Eagles. Finds Moses, kicks it out to Kai Williams, pulls up from outside, doesn't drop. Moses pulls in a rebound. Fletcher from way out, doesn't drop. Kai Williams gets the offensive rebound. No. And Ramon Fletcher lays it in for 2. And the Eagles making plays happen. Dirk Williams now. Fab Flanoy finds Martin, pulls up for 3, doesn't drop. Technical foul there called for flopping on the floor by Matthew Martin. I think everybody a little bit perplexed at that, but foul's called. Sends Smith to the line for the bonus. He makes that. Williams inbounding the ball. Fletcher finds Moses. He comes inside, spins, pulls it up. Fab Flournoy brings in the rebound. It's back with Kai Williams. Rob Marsden gets called for the foul there. Picks up his 3rd foul. Under 2 to go here in Sheffield. Eagles leading by 4. Kai Williams pulls up from the corner, hits a long 2. Back out to 6 now for the Eagles. It's with Marsden now. He gets it to Dirk. Double team comes back to Marsden, finds McKnight. He pulls up from outside, doesn't drop. The Eagles pull the rebound in. And it's with Kai Williams, gets it over the half. Back in Fletcher's hands again. And he finds Smith. And the Sharks there coming. Foul called on Rob Marsden. I think that's his 4th. 2 quick fouls there, and the timeout called. And the Eagles just turning up the intensity there a little bit, making some plays happen. The Sharks just can't quite get the scoreboard to roll in their favour.
Really aggressive, taking the ball away from Williams and Alexander, trying to make the other guys beat them. And they got a good open shot there. McKnight just couldn't knock it down. And Fletcher did a good job breaking down the defense. And like I said, Jeremy Smith, with his confidence, was happy to attack the basket and drew the foul.
Eagles coming back out there on the line. Stretch the lead out a little bit more. What could be a crucial time in this playoff battle between the two teams. You think it's better to have a lead or be behind, Andrew? I suppose you always want a lead, don't you, from the first leg? You just want a big lead.
Yeah, ideally you'd like a big lead, but it's going to be a game. Whatever happens in Newcastle tomorrow, Sheffield's shown throughout the season they can come back from big deficits. She came back from the 25-point deficit against City Royals, just couldn't get over the final hump. So they've proved they can do it. So but there's still a minute 16 left in this, and they're only down 6, so it's not a catastrophic situation at all.
Smith on the line. McKnight now with the ball for the Sharks. Martinell trying to find, gets Chris Alexander. He puts on the floor, gets to the middle and makes the 2. The Sharks now looking to make a stop. It's with Fletcher. Frawley over the top to Moses. He makes the 2. Fletcher just picks out the move by Moses there. McKnight now finds Martin. He gets the hands in, ball in Alexander's hands. And Smith there just can't quite get across in time. The speed of Alexander gets the foul call. 30 seconds left in this one, Andrew. Another timeout. If you were Coach Lyons now, is it about quick scores?
A score.
A score.
A score. Because Newcastle only going to shoot once, and let's say this takes 3-4 seconds to develop. You're going to probably have to come the length of the floor in 6-7 seconds. I mean, not undoable, but right now I take a good shot and a good score. So you're not playing the clock right now. You're playing the situation.
Great game tonight by some of the players out there on the floor. Sharks 23 points for Chris Alexander, 15 for Dirk Williams. Rob Marsden 13 and 10 rebounds. So great performances by the Sharks. But Fletcher, 26 points, 9 rebounds and 10 assists. One more rebound for a triple-double for Ramon Fletcher. Victor Moses, he's heading out there to a big point score tonight, 29 points. So we're just winning now. Just over 30 left in this one. Trying to get the ball in Chris Alexander's hands, that they do. Flournoy there with the defense taking care of that. Comes to McKnight, he pulls up for 3, doesn't drop, it's loose on the floor. And the Sharks come up with a steal. Can McKnight hit this one? Yes, he can, and hits a good score. And the ball comes in with Smith. And Moses gets it over the half. And it's back to just 5 points. And it's in Fletcher's hands. He'll want to make a score happen. He pulls up from way out. Can he get it to drop? No, he can't. And the Sharks somehow come up with a score at the end there, Andrew. A big 3 from Mackie McKnight to bring it back to a 5-point game. But what a game here in Sheffield.
Yeah, perfectly poised for tomorrow. Newcastle will be disappointed with that last play. You know, they got the stop and then crazy turnover. But then McKnight did a good job, you know, having just missed to stay with it and make the big 3. We got a 5-point game, you know, heading up to Newcastle tomorrow. So both teams trying to recover now. No long journey for either team, so that's not really going to factor into it. You know, tomorrow's who comes out. You know, can Newcastle continue to stop Williams and limit Alexander? And as for Sheffield, you know, what adjustments are they going to make, you know, to stop Victor Moses?
Victor Moses was the man tonight for the Eagles. The Sharks getting it from all sorts of different places. What a game here in Sheffield. Looking forward to coming up more in the playoffs this weekend. Lots of games. You're going to pick this one, Andrew? Plymouth, London. Who do you think is going to come out on top in that playoff battle?
London. Too many playmakers.
Too many playmakers.
I mean, Dante Nichols has had a great season, but Robinson, Spencer, Brandon Peel, too many playmakers for London, I think.
And Leicester and Cheshire, that could be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Cheshire playing really well, you know, the last month of the season. But Leicester got Rob Paternostre, you know, and he knows how to strategize and set his team up to win. They're the best defensive team in the league, and you know, everything slows down a little bit in the playoffs. So, you know, it is tough to get bet against Paternostre in that one.
And the Glasgow Rocks got to come back big against the London City Royals in their second leg. It's been a great game here in Sheffield. The Eagles lead by 5 going into the second leg tomorrow up in Newcastle. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.